Now and talk about the heat still in Baltimore. You're used to it. It happens every year. But, that doesn't mean it gets any easier to deal with the heat and the humidity. ABC 2 News' Roosevelt Leftwich joins us now with how they're trying to deal with things at the Maryland Zoo. Rosie?
Kelly, they got swimming pools down out there, and if you want to risk getting eaten by a polar bear, go ahead and take a dip in one of those pools, or even getting stomped on by an elephant. But those are for the animals' pools, actually. Now, those pools are just one of the many wonderful ways the Maryland Zoo does to help keep their animals cool and help them beat the heat. He kind of reminds you of your mom's big fat cousin when he's swimming down the ocean, except for the ears, of course. But Samson and most of the elephants at the Maryland Zoo love their elephant-sized pool on a day like this. Although evolution and life on the savannas of Africa have taught them many other ways to stay cool, they flap their big ears because it helps cool their blood. Bet you didn't know that, or even this.
Dolly prefers to do the mud bathing. You can look at her and see she's coated in mud all the time, so she goes more for the facial route than the pool treatment.
Always cake on sand and dust after they're wet. It keeps them wetter for longer. It keeps the water trapped in those wrinkles.
So for critters who would rather be hunting seals on the ice, a dip in the pool and a big block of frozen smelt on ice is the best way they can beat the high heat and humidity. Zoo trainers say the polar bears are remarkably adaptable, but they have to watch them and be careful for any signs of heat stress.
We look for, overly panting if they're looking like it's really sweltering. We actually watch the heat index a lot, so if we anticipate it being a hot day, then we'll take all the precautions that we can for them.
For some animals, however, this kind of heat is nothing. Camels are used to drier heat, but they'll do okay on a day like today. Some animals have cool houses to go in to get out of the sun. This one even has a fan for the snow owls. And for prairie dogs, well, nothing stops them from being cute, heat or cold. But what about the most advanced animal of them all? Well, relatively speaking, the one who put all the other critters in the zoo in the first place, the one on two legs that wears hot pants on a hot day. The zoo has had these vast migrating herds of these critters all summer long, tracing across the pampas from the wilds outside of Maryland on even the hottest days, because these two-legged, free-running animals are looking for a good time.
It's very difficult, very difficult.
Finding the fans and drinking water.
Yeah, the mists are a great thing.
Keep my head down and keep plenty of water.
I'm loving the humidity because it's good for your skin, it's good for your hair. Got to keep this beautiful skin beautiful.
Now, the zoo says it has had pretty good crowds during this hot summer. They're open their regular hours, and for the two-legged animals, well, they have plenty of cooling stations scattered all around the property with lots of shade and shady trees and places to get out of the sun scattered all around the park. Roosevelt Leftwich, ABC 2 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Rosie.